Services, a place where we help individuals and organizations find and fulfill their purpose. At Dr. Sam Global, we help clients develop and implement their long-term goals, vision and direction, and also empower individuals to achieve a specific goal by providing training and guidance. Now let's listen to the man himself.
All right. The third word on this particular value, the third word is teamwork. Everybody write teamwork down. If you're not writing it, that's okay. I just bounce on you. But after every service, we'll try to do 15 minutes of this, okay? Teamwork. Say teamwork. Okay, when we talk about teamwork, I know Ghana, we are very passionate about soccer, right? Good. A soccer team has a goal. What's their goal? What's their goal? Score goals, to win matches, right? So when the coach comes, the coach doesn't play the game, but he brings what I call strategy. Say strategy. And the strategy every team member adapts will help them bring their best potential so that they can win every time. If the coach brings a strategy and you don't adapt to the strategy to bring your best game, the team will be as best as you can. They will not win matches. You know why? Because it takes a team to win. It doesn't take individual. We know Lionel Messi. We know who? Cristiano Ronaldo. They're on the top of their game, so we talk about them. But Victor, is it true that they are the only best players in the world today? No, it's because, you see, the world has accepted their level of play and publicity has put them on top of their game. That's what the world does. The world can take you and pick you apart and destroy you, or they can take you and enhance you. And when you follow that, you become the best ever you can become. You see, we don't work the world's way. We work the kingdom way. And in the kingdom of God, God searches our heart to find our faithfulness. Faithfulness at every level benefits the one who is practicing the gift of faithfulness. What is faithfulness? What is faithfulness yourself? Apostle. Somebody wants to hear you at the back. I know you're a preacher.
Faithfulness is like following God's principle and doing His will.
Okay, so if God's principle is for us not to disassemble ourselves, but assemble ourselves together and serve Him, do we have to bind ourselves with that? So if you don't practice that, are you being faithful? Are you being faithful?
No.
Good. So you see, if the team strategy is everybody to be faithful to what God has given him to do, then if you're part of the team and you're not adhering to that, you are as the weakest link of the team, and because of you, the team cannot make it. It makes sense? Good. So teamwork demands that all of us will understand what we're trying to achieve, and working together in excellence, we achieve that. Before they came, we were struggling. But when they came, things become a little more easier because they are good at what they do. Even if I'm not the best, they enhance my giftings. So think about your body. Your eyes will not say, I don't need my nose because my nose is always running. Or my head is too big and I want to be part of my head. So come from your head to your toe. Your body is complete because it's working as a The moment your brain said, oh, I have to go to the Wisdom Chapel for fellowship today, your brain instructed your hands, you went to the bathroom, you took what? Shower, you dressed yourself, your leg carried you here. If you took a cab, you went to the cab station, right? So teamwork is very important. Unfortunately, people who don't understand that wants to be part of a group, but don't want to be what? Contributors. They don't want to connect to the group to bring the excellence the group brings. Make sense? Good. The next thing we're going to talk about is, I want you to understand that apart from teamwork to achieve excellence, somebody said to score goals and to make sure that we are all on the same page, we need to have what I call the ability to respond to the giftings God has given us. Say the ability to respond to what God has given us. All of us here have something we don't even know we have. All right? You might be playing drums today. Maybe you have something more effective, but you don't know. So in being faithful to what God has given you and placing you where He's placed you, God reveals other giftings into your life. You start somewhere, but you might not end up over there. Stephen in the Bible was just an ordinary deacon, but he became the world's greatest evangelist. That Saul targeted him, and he was the first martyr in the Bible. He was stoned to death because he wasn't a deacon, he was the greatest evangelist. He was preaching the gospel. So when God calls you, don't put yourself in a box and say, God, this is where I should be. I'll only sing. I only play keyboard. I only do this. No, the keyboard came easy. And that's what God is going to use to enhance your other gifts. When I started, I loved the word of God, so I started teaching. But before teaching, I was ushering. Before ushering, I was doing Sunday school. I was teaching people what you call a discipleship class. But I can't, baptismal and all that, I can't overemphasize the things God has exposed me to and the knowledge He's given me for you, this generation. If I should stop doing everything at this age, I'll die and go to the grave with that. You get the picture? So I'm not just having church. I'm here to help people find their place in this world and to fulfill their God-given purpose. So he's an example. Who will be next? Who will be next? Who will be next? Who will be next? I can't force you. My nature is I don't push people against their will because your will is given to you by God. That's what makes you sovereign. If you say yes, God will say yes. If you say no, God will still wait for you. So I want to take the path of God. If you want to say yes, I'll stand by you. If you say no, maybe I won't be happy, but I can't force you. Right? So God wants us to understand that apart from teamwork, we need to have what I call responsibility. You respond to your ability. What ability has God given you right now? That you think you can develop, you can master it, so that the world will come and pay you to perform that responsibility. Think about it for a minute. Because this thing is to prepare you, go home, think about it. Next week, Saturday, we're going to continue. So we've spoken about teamwork. We need everybody. When I came, I met this handsome man. His gifting is electrician. Every electrical stuff you see here, he did it. Every electrical stuff. I don't know anything about electricity. I can be fasting and praying in terms of 21 days. The electricity will not work. Do you like the lighting system? Do you like it? Do you like the fan? He did it. That's his job. But he told me a truth which I really appreciate, which is not common with average Ghanaians. He said, Apostle, I work very hard. Sometimes I work on Saturday. So if you don't see me, it means I'm working. That's honesty. Someone say, oh, not lie, my back. Where? God bring it and my back. Up to now, they've been here one time and that's it. You see, dishonesty or deceitfulness is not good. It brings pain. Imagine you told me you're coming, I've been waiting 10, 12, 1, and you didn't show up. Then it means that what your responsibility should have been, we didn't prepare anybody to cover. So all of us will be in danger. You hear me? So don't do things because you want to please people. Don't do things because you want to impress people. Do things because it's the right thing to do. And you have the ability to do it. So when somebody said be responsible, what they are telling you is respond to the ability God has given to you because you don't know how far that can take you. If you respond to the ability God has given you that you recognize right now, I've told you, there are other facets and aspects that God will bring to you. Make sense? Good. So we're talking about teamwork. Who remember what teamwork is? Working together to bring excellence, to reach our goal, and to fulfill our purpose. The next thing is we have to learn that every team member must play a responsible role. What do you do when you go to work? In the workforce, they call it job description. When your job description demands that you get there at 8, let me tell you the wisdom in it. Don't be there at 8. Be there 15 minutes before and prepare for your duties. If you go there at 8 o'clock, you're late. Because now going to adjust, hold everybody back until what? You're ready. Cristiano can come and not warm up, and then the team is ready and they want to play, right? Even though Messi, I hear he doesn't practice that much like Ronaldo, but because he's naturally talented person, he knows where his strength is. But I hear what makes Cristiano Ronaldo top of the top is he puts in the work. Tell somebody, put in the work. See, that's your responsibility. So if I want to give you opportunity to be part of this team, it means that you have something to contribute. Don't frustrate me. Because the frustration is if I'm the coach and I'm waiting for you to take your position, you're not there. There are few people that will have to sit down and think about this if they really want to be. Because I told somebody this morning, I don't want to waste your time. Don't waste my time. I'm not here to play. I'm here to change lives. Say change. Come on, say change. And that change will come when you are ready. Because I have all it takes. We're going to take a last one and then we'll shift the rest to next week. Commitment. Commitment. You're part of a team. You have a responsibility. You're the goalie. Apart from the general training, you want to find time to perfect your goalkeeping ability, right? So when there's a ball coming towards you, the defenders will want to make sure they walk them off. If they beat the defenders, you are capable, able enough to stop the ball from going into the goal. That's why they give award to goalkeepers and not just players. Right? So if every time the defenders miss their score, people will begin to eye you as a goalkeeper because you're not supposed to score a goal. What is your role? To stop the ball from getting into the goal. So if you take your position as a goalie or as a defender, you don't worry about what the forwards are doing. Your job is to be the best. When the forwards do their best, you have the best team ever. Makes sense? So everybody's commitment to the team is what brings the best result. Everybody's commitment. What's commitment? Binding yourself to something. Binding yourself to something. I've committed to this work. The first day I came, I sat him down, I spoke with him, I said, this is what I want to do. You want to be part of it? He said, yes. Are you sure you're ready? He said, yes. I want to recommend a few people that will like this idea so that we'll bring it on board. He brought his young man. Stand up. You see, when he mentioned this young man, I've heard about him. I don't know him. Based on his recommendation, I brought this young man on board. This young man brought about 2 or 3 of them, right? But look at this. In 3 months, he's always been constant, which gives me the impression he's committed. The others are not. So if I have any investment to put, I'll put it in. Sit down. So the commitment we put in what we say we are responsible for opens us up for other opportunities. If you tell me you will show up and you don't show up, and I came with a goodie, I might go back with that. Naturally speaking, spiritually speaking, if God has given you a gift and you think the gift is too small, talking about the talent, and you dig the ground and hide it, that's where it's going to be. All I'm telling you is this is an opportunity for us to build our capacity as God's people, serve God, build ourselves, and serve our community, serve humanity, and hence get the reward that comes from service. Anything apart from that, God has blessed all of us. How many of you know blessing is not money? Blessing is an empowerment. Blessing is not having a car or a house. Blessing is an empowerment. So if God has empowered you to be blessed, and you're not using the giftings God has given you as a container to carry the blessing is on you, but it's not shown. I know gifted people who are hungry. I know talented people who are always complaining about money. Is it the devil? Is it God? It has all to do with you. You had the gifts. You didn't find a team to work with, to bring profit from your gift. You are not responsible. When somebody gives you opportunity, you sleep till you're tired and get up instead of getting there at 8, go at 11 and give excuses. Guess what? The gift is there, but you're not responding to the gift. You're not committed to it. You'll be hungry. Hunger is a sign that you're not responding to the gift and the talents God has given you to take care of yourself and take care of the people around you. My goal in life is not just to make myself rich, but my goal in life is when God gives me opportunity, how can I open it up so that my brother can have opportunity, he can have opportunity, he can have opportunity, he can have opportunity. And if God will expand our influence, this whole area will hear about us. Does it make sense? So number one, I have to be committed to what I said I want to do. Say commitment. So whether I feel like it or not, whether it rains or not, whether I'm tired or not, whether I feel it's working or not, I'm already committed to it. I'm logged in. 2, I know I have an ability that nobody has, and I want to respond to that ability. 3, I want a team of people to do it with, because I can't do it by myself. So our number one core value, if you go back there and see, I talk about people matter. People. Everybody is important. I won't say, oh, she's too young. Why are you bringing her here? Isn't she growing? Will she grow? So this is the time for her to listen and learn and find her place, so that when it gets to the point, she can be bold to say, Apostle, this is what I can do. We are ready to what? Empower her, support her to do what God has called her to do. Because I have 4 sons naturally, biologically. My first lecture to them is, you are all unique individuals. Don't compete against anybody. You know why? Because God will bless you with your own special gifts and talent. Find your space. You'll never compete in life ever. What people do that really bothers me is they're trying to beat people against the people are playing that they don't have any idea about. And they want to win. You know Real Madrid. You know Barcelona. These are the 2 top teams in where? The Spanish league. There are 2 different teams. They always compete because they want to know who is on top. Guess what? That is their side of the world. In our side of the world, we don't compete. We complement. So if I can preach well, and he can sing, and you can play the keyboard, and they can stand at the gate, and she can usher, and somebody can record, we are the best team ever. And we're going to win. You know why? Because when people come and they see this order, they see this seriousness, they see this commitment, they can't but to either walk away and not come back, or to join the winning team. The name WIN Ministries is the acronym for Wisdom International Network Ministries. But guess what? The win makes sense, because you can't join a winning team and be a loser. Anybody got that? Anybody got it? You can clap if you want to. You can't join a winning team, but if we don't see it as a team and say, oh, this apostle came from New York to do what he wants. If we see it as, I have the ability, but I won't respond to that ability, I'll come and sit down and watch people struggle. If you don't see it as, listen, God has given me a grace to help bring this team together for a better opportunity, then we can see that we will come here and go without making any progress. So the commitment is what I want to leave you with. It doesn't matter how busy you are. You know my philosophy, I make time for what is important to me. I know if today might be your first time, second time, but you see potential in this. You see, Addy, baby, let me put my Saturday aside. Maybe one day we can rehearse, and then let's see what God can do. As time goes on, you realize that we invested into a better place. God bless you.